Good morning. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday again. Well, I'm still getting set up. It is Monday, April the 6th, and we are here to look at the new releases that were published this week in Cozy Mysteries. Oh, I need that one. Hope you had a good weekend. Ours was nice. Kind of quiet, which is good, which is what we want. Alrighty. Bobby says, "Good morning, PK. I'm finally out of quarantine. Yay, good job. Glad you're feeling better." Mary says, "Good morning, PK and Bobby. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Sunny here in Virginia this morning and up to 65 today. Woohoo! Expected almost 90 later this week. Crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. We are starting, I think, in the 30s. But I think we're supposed to hit the 50s. Tomorrow, 70s. And then we're back in like the 50s and so forth. This is a new necklace. So I don't know how to... Alright, I'll hook it later. Let us start looking at the Cozy Mysteries published this week. Alright. Oak, Ash, and Fairythorn, a Cozy Supernatural Mystery Series, number 7, by M.A. Knights. Clementine is trapped in the Fey realm and mourning the disastrous results of her last adventure, but there is no time for rest. Old magic is stirring in places it should not be, and the strange forces that have followed detectives for years are beginning to reveal deeper roots. When an experiment with time itself goes terribly wrong, Clementine, Mr. Gout, and their companions find themselves entangled in a mystery that stretches across generations. Ancient bargains, forgotten magic, and the fragile boundary between past and present all threaten to collide. To uncover the truth, they must follow the trail of an older power that winds through folklore, fairy paths, and the quiet places where the world is thinner than it ought to be. But some secrets are buried for a reason, and disturbing them may place far more than their investigations at risk. And I forgot to click on it, so we'll give it its moment. As I'm struggling to still get ready for work. I remember how all this works. Bobby says, "You want some of my weather, married." Bobby, where are you? Sorry, I can't seem to remember these things. Glad to hear you're out of quarantine. I'm feeling much better. Yeah. During Lent, I've gotten in the habit of wearing crosses and other religious things. Ooh, I'm going to need to put it back on that. And now that Easter has happened, and Bobby says, "Oh, it reminds me, I have my interview today." Oh, good luck with that. You're going to do great. And Mary says, "I never said," which is the prompt to share if you want to. Death on the Deck by C.C. James, 16th in a Flamingo Realty mystery. Real estate agent Stella O'Neill just wants to unload the infamous estate. But when a midnight game ends with the host clutching his chest and a fortune in play, the stakes turn lethal. With her crew, ex-cop Carlson, research savant Georgie, and eccentric Oscar, not to mention Peanut, Stella races to expose the killer before the next toast. The deck is stacked. The house is watching, and the final bluff is about to be called. And there's a flamingo on the cover. Sweet Potato Sabotage by Cassie Rivers, 5th in the Sunny Shores Mysteries. So Kara Summers finally has everything she wanted. Naturally, someone has to ruin it. 2 months after solving her father's murder, This is 5th, did I say, Sunny Shores Mysteries? Kara's food truck is booming. She's dating her best friend Ty, and life in Sunny Shores is blissfully boring. Then Mayor Bonnie May drops the news of a lifetime. A famous streaming food show is coming to town to feature Burgers She Wrote. This could change everything. When celebrity host Marcus Crane collapses at a live tasting event after eating a dish laced with a hidden allergen, the cameras stop rolling, the crime scene tape goes up. Then the show's producer is found dead the next morning in her hotel room. Now Kara is juggling a double investigation, a new relationship she doesn't want to mess up, and a best friend who keeps cracking the case from her college dorm room 2 hours away. The suspects include an ambitious co-host who wants the show for himself, a furious food truck rival who got cut from the lineup, and a charming B&B owner who isn't quite what she seems. But the deeper Kara digs, the more she realizes this isn't just about a murder producer and a poison TV host. Something darker is lurking beneath the surface of Sunny Shores, something that connects back to the conspiracy she thought was over. Mr. Whiskers has opinions about it all, and he's not sharing. Includes Kara's sweet potato sabotage pie recipe. From sweet potatoes to blueberries, blueberries and betrayal, a freshly baked cozy mystery, 41st in that series by Kathleen Suzette. Mary says, I'm off to the dentist later this morning. Ooh, okay, regular checkup. Finished historical romance over the weekend, light and a quick read. Nice. Those are fun. I was thinking about you this weekend. I saw a cover with a gorgeous pink dress. Blade. Allie Blanchard is juggling plans for a double baby shower as both her daughter and daughter-in-law prepare to welcome new arrivals. It's shaping up to be the perfect summer, until someone turns up dead at the local hospital. With her husband, Detective Alec Blanchard, on the case, Allie fully intends to stay focused on baby gifts and baking schedules. Really, she does. But when has that ever worked? Before long, she and her best friend Lucy are asking questions, following clues, and maybe, just maybe, sticking their noses where they don't belong. Between whispered gossip, suspicious hospital staff, and more secrets than a small town ought to hold, Allie starts to suspect this isn't just a random crime. Someone is hiding something, and if Allie and Lucy don't figure out what it is soon, this summer of celebration could take a turn no one saw coming. Because in Sandy Harbor, even baby showers can come with a side of mystery and a dash of danger. That's a whole lot of blueberries in that pie. End of that row. The Man Who Stepped in the Same River Twice. A Tamside Murder Mystery, book number 2 by Harper Moran. A man drowns in the river below London's Hammersmith Bridge, exactly as official records say he died some 10 years earlier. When he was declared dead the first time, Sebastian Lomas left behind unpaid debts, bitter rivals, and broken relationships. Now history appears to be repeating itself, but this time he doesn't get to walk away. And with no shortage of people who might have wanted his fake death made real, the question is, who got to him first? That is a weird connector. Does it just go? I guess so. Okay, sorry. There's a bracelet that goes with this. What begins as a missing persons case soon draws Jack, Jamie, and Caitlin into a murder investigation with uncomfortable implications for all involved. Their search for answers takes them from the banks of the Thames to southern Spain and back again, uncovering old deceptions, lingering bitterness, and unfinished business along the way. It's kind of a pretty cover. They've moved the tabs here for me to make the screen live, and it's throwing me off. Simon Brett has a new one. 5th in the Decluttering Mysteries, A Disorganized Death is what it's called. Professional declutterer Aaron Curtis doesn't do house clearances. So, like exorcisms? So when Tara Nicklin, owner of a local gastropub, asks Ellen to clear her late father's house, she's not interested. Even when Tamara admits that the real reason she wants to hire Ellen is to find his missing will. Then Ellen discovers Tamara's husband has plans for the house, plans Tamara doesn't know about, and it's clear to Ellen that this is the right job for her after all. Ellen dives in, and what she finds in the dead man's house soon makes her wonder if Tamara's father really fell down the stairs, or if he was pushed. Can she sort through the secrets and lies to find not just the missing will, but the truth? I love it when Keo tries to lay on his back. Have you ever seen a 140-pound dog try to lay on his back? It's funny. Cottage on Gooseberry Bay, Deadly Ties, book number 21 in the Cottage on Gooseberry Bay series by Kathy Daly. In book 21, Ainsley is left reeling after the sudden death of one of her clients, Tiana Trenton, who came to Gooseberry Bay searching for answers about her biological parents. What initially appears to be a tragic rollover accident, one that also claims the life of the town's beloved fire chief, soon proves to be something far more sinister. Evidence reveals that the vehicle was intentionally forced off the road and into the gully below. As Ainsley, Parker, and Danny begin untangling the circumstances surrounding Tiana's past and the fatal crash, they uncover a web of long-buried secrets connecting both victims, secrets far more complicated than anyone imagined. With the annual Gooseberry Festival in full swing, complete with a bake-off and the town softball game, long-hidden truths begin to surface, threatening to shatter lives and change the community forever. Snowbank by Cindy Davis, second in the Moose Lake, Maine Cozy Mysteries. It's Christmas in Owl's Nest, Maine. Avery Winston, owner of Everything Outdoors, is excited to host a 10th anniversary weekend at Big Moose Mountain Resort for 6 people from North Carolina. Falling snow makes for a truly romantic sleigh ride for her clients, except for one thing. They arrive arguing. Nothing she does, homemade hot chocolate, s'mores, or fun conversation, diverts their impatience. For the first time since opening her business, Avery prays for the weekend to be over, to return to the peace and quiet at home. No, scratch that. It's not quiet at home since her thought-dead husband showed up the day before she left town. Unfortunately, the weekend is extended when one of the party is found buried to the waist in a snowbank. Who shows up to work the case? None other than Mark Thibodeau, the hot-for-her police chief with a serious case of jealousy, which tells everything about how he reacted to the ex's appearance. Now Mac wants to talk about it. Too little, too late? Emotions bubble as fast and hard as the water in the jacuzzi. Which ones will burst first? End of that row. Mary says, we haven't had any Keo stories lately, so nice to hear he seems to be doing fine. Yeah, we had a vet visit last week for his, annual shots and blah, blah, blah. He did very, very well. Didn't even have to put the muzzle on when the doctor was doing things that, personal things. So he did really good. And Mary says, do I like to read books that are set in certain seasons, example, Christmas, any time in the year, or are they relegated only to the season they are set in? I know people who read outside of season, like Christmas all year round. I kind of have to do seasonal. But I really don't seek them out either. Like, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, now I must read St. Patrick's Day books kind of things. How about you? And I don't do like challenges like Read Around the World, where you read books set in different countries at certain times, or letters of the alphabet have to start the title kind of thing. I'm such a mood reader. I can't do things like that. The Thin Brew Line, 20th in the Supernatural Speakeasy Cozy Mysteries by Lily Harper Hart. With her wedding day only a few weeks away, all Ophelia Archer wants is to slide into happily ever after. Things won't be quite that easy for her. After a night of drinking with her family, screams draw Ophelia and her fiancé, Zach Sully, to an alley where a tourist is found dead. Okay, no. The autopsy results come back with strangulation as the cause of death. There are just two little problems. The first is that whoever did the deed had abnormally long fingers. Ugh. The second is that the victim's blood has been somehow changed on a molecular level. So what could possibly do that? Ophelia's future father-in-law has a theory. Frog shifters. Ophelia doesn't believe they're real, though, and digs deeper. Her investigation leads her from the depths of the bayou to the Ninth Ward in an effort to uncover the truth. What she finds will change everything, and maybe not for the better. Some secrets are meant to stay buried. Ophelia is about to find that out the hard way. Frog shifters? I'm a Montana girl. Is that a thing? Murder Local Style by Leslie Karst, third in the Orchid Isle Mystery. It's been an eventful transition, but retired caterer Valerie Corbin and her wife Kristen are finally settling into life on the big island of Hawaii. Val's even joined the neighborhood orchid society to make some new friends. So when she's asked to step in to cater their latest local social event, as the newbie of the group, she can't exactly say no. But what should have been a straightforward gig is soon a dining disaster when the food from the event poisons and kills the society president. As Val herself becomes a suspect in the murder investigation, she's determined to uncover the truth. Who would want to kill the mild-mannered president of the Orchid Society? Turns out the list is longer than a celebrity chef's tasting menu. Apparently, some of the residents did not love thy neighbor. Can she reveal the killer's identity before they strike again? Mary says, me too. Okay, good. Never heard of that before either. Okay, good. I'm not alone. And you're more south than I am. Vexing Vampires by Amanda M. Lee, seventh in a Luna Thorne Witchy Mystery. Luna Thorne's past keeps coming back to bite her, and in a very uncomfortable place. Now that she can access her magic easily, her memories are on the menu. There's just one little problem. A night out at a Detroit festival turns into a feeding frenzy as a nest of vampires descends and attacks. Luna manages to call for help and fight them off, but it becomes apparent soon after that the vampires were sick, and not just with any illness, but with one that was eradicated centuries before. What's worse, all the people injured during the attack are now infected. A mysterious vampire with a cure shows up claiming ties to a family friend. His name is Raphael, and he may or may not know something important. Luna barely has time to deal with that when another vampire appears. This one is full of pomp and circumstance, and he claims a past with Luna. According to Roman Blackstone, Luna spent her missing years with him, and they were desperately, passionately, and forever in love. Luna doesn't believe that was possible because not only is he a pompous, overblown windbag, but he's also a creeper with a dark and bloody past. Multiple timelines are about to collide in Detroit, and Luna won't be the only one in danger. The people she loves are about to be threatened. Just who will come out victorious? Witchy Family Familiar by C.A. Phipps. 6 in the Midlife Potions series. A magical baker, a kitten with wild powers, and a deadly coven. Jessica Lavender imagined running a cozy cafe in good fortune would involve cinnamon rolls and quiet spells. But when a mysterious stranger arrives, warning of magical danger, his warning pulls Jess into a mystery with rising stakes and unexpected sparks. With a fiercely protective familiar, a baby witch cat, a sister with dyslexia who likes to break rules, and a slow-burning attraction she can't ignore, Jess must uncover the truth before magic and the people she loves pay the price. And it lists the midlife potions included. Instead of recipes, it has recipes for midlife potions. Witchy awakening, witchy hot spells, witchy flashback, witchy bad blood, witchy coffee crime, witchy familiar, family familiar. Oh, are those the books? Gotcha. Witchy Ember Enigma. Pre-order now. Got it. Would be better if it had recipes. End of that row.
We have time maybe for one more. Glamping and Gunshots by Nikki Weber, 4th in the main Campground Cozy Mystery Series. Noelle Cooper is thrilled when a high-end excursion company chooses Babbling Brook Campground for a trial run of his luxury glamping experience. If she can impress the company's founder and help him secure new investors, Noelle could land a coveted spot on the company's vendor list. It's the opportunity that could finally end her financial woes. But Noelle's parallel project, rebuilding her grandmother's house from the ashes, throws the glamping trip into chaos. Tempers flare between the untidy contractor, the rule-obsessed code enforcement officer, and the demanding owner of the excursion company. When one of them turns up dead at the construction site, the glamorous getaway takes a deadly turn. While local law enforcement focuses on a missing hiker, Noelle and her cousin Mandy can't shake the feeling that the death wasn't a tragic accident. As the wealthy guests sip champagne and nitpick one another, Noelle digs into secrets and grudges, determined to uncover who had the most to gain from a well-timed accident. With the glamping event wrapping up and camping season fast approaching, Noelle is under the gun to finish the house, impress her high-end clients, and catch a killer before her big break disappears in a cloud of smoke. All right. Everybody remember where we parked? As the bell is about to ring. All right. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate you watching. Mary says, thanks so much. Hope your interview goes well today, Bobby, and that you both have a great day. Well, same to you. Hope your dentist goes very easily. On Wednesday, we'll look at the darker side, the crime fiction and thrillers. Friday, we'll have more of the cozies. Wednesday, if we have time, we'll do a little bit more of the cozies. But we will get to them. We'll get to them all. Again, let's see. I don't have any sprints tonight. Our next sprints are tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, guys. Be safe. Enjoy whatever weather you have. Read good books. And as the banner says, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.